Hi, my name is David Saputo. I live in Walnut Creek, California, and about a year ago, I would say in July of 2008, I was walking on a bike trail out in downtown Walnut Creek, looking up towards Mount Diablo, maybe back to the open space a little bit behind it to the right. When I first noticed was they were somewhat of a gold color. There was orb shaped, and there was probably maybe 20 or 30 of them that seemed to be running around in packs of threes and kind of a lot of movement and stuff. And the weather at the time was kind of cloudy, and you could see they kind of caught my attention. I was looking at them, and after a few minutes of observation, a ship gradually started to appear as the weather kind of cleared up a little bit. And basically what I saw was a ship that it had like 5 corners to it that were kind of orb shaped, that were a gold, and in the center almost like a cowboy hat type shape that was black. And this ship was probably like half the size of a football field, and it was really hard to judge the distance on it, but it seemed like maybe it was a mile away. It's hard to explain how it was like that, but I couldn't really get a judgment on how close it was to me. But anyways, the object had these 5 points that were like a golden orb, and then you could see the black shape on it, and it kind of sat at an angle like this, and this went on it had all the other ones going around it back and forth, and they'd kind of disappear and they'd come back, but this went on for about 4 hours. And the thing that really struck me was this ship it's like out of the center section of it, there were a bunch of lights that were going like this that almost looked like a laser. It was really bizarre. I mean, they would get really big and then they would slow down, and I don't know if that's where it was generating its power from. I really can't explain what it was, honestly. But I witnessed this thing. I work graveyards, and I wasn't able to sleep, and that's what I was doing out on the trail. And it was probably from 2 o'clock in the morning until it got light that I witnessed this thing hovering with all these orbs going all over the place, all around it, and they would take off and come back. And about daylight time is when the thing finally started to take off, and it moved very gradually, very slowly up. It made no noise whatsoever, no wind, no nothing, but you could feel the energy around you, is how I would describe it. And it just, once it got light, it took off, went up, and slowly just disappeared. It never took off fast, never did anything. And when it disappeared, all the orbs that were around were gone too. And that's my story.